Remember, it's the Power 5. The Pac-12 still exists. This isn't too bad. All right, let's pull it over the front of me. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Alden, and I work with the Ingram Cascade. And welcome to Hot Rams, presented by the Ingram Cascade. Each month for this year, we will interview a new staff or student, part of the Ingram Rams, who are willing to try 6 different hot sauces with spices while getting interviewed with 6 different spicy questions. It'll be fun, it'll be a joy. I hope all of you tune in. And for our first guest, we have
Michael Rice, AP Stats, Algebra 2, IB Math Analysis and Approaches SL.
Do you think you can make it through the challenge?
Unlikely, but let's try it anyway.
Sounds great. I have water with me. Mr. Rice has some milk, and we have 10 to 11 nuggets on our plate. So, with the first sauce, we have the 2-alarm sauce. This is all from our sponsor, Wing Dome. They have sauces from 2-alarm to 7-alarm, all in varying spices.
All right, that's buttery.
Yeah, it's very buttery.
Yeah, got a little bit of kick.
First up, you've taught at Ingram for over 10 years. What
Yeah.
is the biggest thing that you've learned from your experience?
To be nicer. Those of you who have me know that I'm kind of strict, but I'm fair. And I will tell you this, I don't yell near as much as I used to. If you'd have taken me 10 years ago, I'd be yelling at you a lot more whenever you screw up because you're teenagers and you screw up. You know, I give much better attendance at Ingram.
Sounds good.
All right?
Go.
Awesome. What's the next question?
Oh yeah. So first, I want you to take the nugget, dip it in, and then take a bite, and then you can keep eating throughout.
All right?
All right.
All right, it's a little spicier.
Yep. Nice. You run the chains at Ingram football game.
I do.
Ingram, you're a host for the team this year, and how do you think that they'll do?
I think they have a chance to be pretty darn good. They need to get better on offense. It's hard to win on the road because you're playing in an unfamiliar environment. I think the biggest game on the schedule will be playing Lincoln. They're quite good. They're also a much larger school, which means they have more kids they can draw from. We're getting better week by week, that's all I can ask. We still got room to improve. Yeah.
All right.
That's all right.
I think we're ready to move to the 4-alarm.
Absolutely, why not?
All right. So.
Now, if it gets too hot and I start swearing, will you edit that out?
Yes.
Ah!
This will be
So
good.
now we're going to the sauces.
Yeah. This is more saucy.
Here we go. Oh yeah, that's got some kick to it.
Yeah.
That's got more kick to it than the 2 and the 3-alarm. All right, what's the question?
As you claim every year, AP Stats is not a math class.
That's correct.
Yet it is offered as a math credit. What reason do you think there is for taking stats as an incoming upper class?
Oh my God. Data runs your life, right? You're going to put this on the school website or whatever. That's all going to get recorded. Every time you open up your phone and do a Google search, that all gets recorded. Everything you do now gets recorded, analyzed, and parsed. And being able to understand that, being able to extract value from that, being able to analyze that and draw some conclusions, those are the skills you need. Data analysis is the future. All of you will be doing some sort of that in whatever job you have. As an example, it's been a while since I've done this, but let's say 7 or 8 years ago, I went to the University of Washington website and I tried to figure out what majors at UW require statistics. And as far as I could figure out, every major at the UW required at least one stats class, with the exception of education. Oh, the irony, right? If you want to be a teacher, you don't need to have to take a stats class. Calculus is important. It's the math that drove the Industrial Revolution. Therefore, it's the math of the 19th century. The math of the 21st century is statistics.
All right, are we ready for the 5-alarm now?
Yeah, whatever. I agreed to do this, so
How's your stomach feeling?
feels fine so far.
All right, sounds good.
I imagine it's going to get a little worse here in the next couple minutes.
As every student knows and every staff member knows, there are some new norms at Ingram and across the school district.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the district imposing new norms into every school?
Well, Mr. Byharry is our Ingram's union rep, and he's heard from all of us veterans about how wrong all this is, the micromanaging by the district, the top down, the elimination of break, the 50% rule, the retake mandate, all sorts of things. And, this is the district showing contempt and disrespect to the teachers, not thinking we're smart enough to know how to teach you guys. That somehow someone at the district office who hasn't been in a classroom for 25 years knows more about my students than I do. It's been difficult. I mean, who thought a 10-minute break would be that big of a deal? But as it turns out, it is. We're pretty upset about the district micromanaging how we do our job. All right, how many more do we have?
We only got 2 more.
All right, I'm looking forward to this one, I'll be honest with you.
Come back at any time.
Oh yeah, this isn't too bad. All right, let's pull it over the front of me. Did you get the food coming out of my mouth?
Maybe a little.
All right. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's kicking in. Oh, that's a good feeling.
You were a big Washington State fan.
I'm a big Washington State graduate.
Well, Washington State.
Class of 1983.
Washington State just won the Apple Cup for the
Yes, they did.
34th time over 116 meetings.
Right.
Will this continue, or will UW come back since they're the only Power 4 school in that rivalry?
Well, remember, it's the Power 5. The Pac-12 still exists, and the Pac-12 is being rebuilt. And I imagine Washington will win the Apple Cup again sooner rather than later. But the Cougs win it often enough to make it a rivalry. The first Apple Cup I can remember going to would have been in 1975. I'm 15, so I haven't decided where I'm going to college. So I'm a bit new. I'm neutral. Washington scores 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the game to pull out this miracle victory. And the Husky fans were such obnoxious, you want to mute this, that it was at that moment that I decided if I don't get into UPS, I'm going to Washington State. Now I did get into UPS, but I couldn't afford to go, so I went to Washington State. And I had some problems my first semester grade-wise. So it's my 5th year over there. The Apple Cup's being played in Pullman for the first time in 27 years. It used to be played in Spokane and Seattle, and we brought it back to Pullman. Washington's really good. We're not very good. Washington misses a field goal in the last 2 minutes of the game, and we win. First time we'd won in 8 years. We stormed the field, tore down the goalpost. We carried it into the Cougar Cottage, which is the main campus bar. Then with the bar closed, we carried it back out of the Coug and took it down and threw it into the Palouse River. That's when the rivalry started up again, is when they started moving the games to Pullman. So yeah, Washington wins a lot of the time, but we win, we've won 2 of the last 4, so that's okay.
Final sauce.
All right.
This is the biggest one.
All right, so this is the 7 alarm.
This is the 7 alarm.
All
You
right.
need to be
Oh yeah, here it comes. Well, oh yeah, there it is. Ooh. Yeah, that's got a kick. Ooh. Here it comes.
Okay, while you're suffering, I might as well ask you the final question. You're principal at Ingram for the day. What is your first step?
Change the bell schedule. Give the teachers, I need some more milk. All right, thank you. More autonomy to the teachers. Not that Flo doesn't give us autonomy, he does. But he's feeling the heat from the district. And that ain't right. Ooh, all right, so there, I made it.
You made it through. That's our first Hot Rams episode. Thank you so much for watching. As we will always be sponsored by Wingdom. We appreciate them so much for donating these sauces, and we are so thankful that Mr. Rice was willing to
All right, there you go.
episode.
Thank you.
Thank
Oh my
you.
God.